It's Mr. Harland. Oh man. Oh Lord. If it isn't the British, I gotta worry about running from them because, I was talking about some very important, like a last video, yeah, I ran from the British. Now I'm in the middle of the ocean and I gotta figure out my way back. Because now we're gonna be talking about Robert H. Three-Fingered Birch, or Robert Henry Birch, highwayman and Civil War era soldier, and not only that, he worked for the Confederacy, so I gotta be careful or else the Union will be knocking on my door. But I gotta figure out a way back to the cabin. And I gotta avoid being spotted by Union blockade ships, and not only that, Confederate blockade runners. Because I hear the CSS Alabama is roaming the open ocean, looking for Union blockade vessels and other merchantmen, because she's considered a pirate ship, including her entire Confederate crew of pirates, or Confederate pirates. But yeah, other than that, Robert Henry Birch was a 19th century American adventurer, criminal, soldier, lawman, postmaster, and prospector. He was a member of the infamous banditti of the prairie in his youth, whose involvement in the torture and murder of Colonel George Davenport in 1845 led to his turning state's evidence against his co-conspirators. Birch was also the discoverer of the Piraeus Altos gold mine and with Jacob Snively and James W. Hicks during the American Civil War. He served in the American Southwest with the Confederate forces of the Arizona Rangers and the 2nd Texas Cavalry. Could it be? Is it land? Yes. Oh my God. Yes, land. Oh, I gotta get out of this boat. Find my cabin. Oh God, I'm in the South, people. Am I in Louisiana? I could be. Oh, I don't know. Oh, God damn it. More water. Well, I better get into the safety of a tree. Yeah, I'll be safe right here. For now. Oh, Lord. He was born Robert Henry Birch in 1827 in New York or North Carolina. No one really knows where he was born. And he was alive all the way till 1866, when he died in the Arizona Territory, present day the state of Arizona, at the age of 39. His occupations were bandit, burglar, prospector, postmaster, and soldier. His employer, the Confederate States government. Oh God. And he was self-employed. His military career, well, it should be no surprise, his allegiance was to the Confederate States and the Confederate Arizona Territory. Wow. I hear something. Is that a cat? Something fell off my dresser. Oh, good Lord. Oh, well. I'll get it later. Robert Birch, at some point in his life, claimed to have been born in New York, but amateur detective Edward Bonney alleged that Birch's father, John No, I'm not going to read that. John Birch Sr. stated in their home, which was 9 miles southwest of Marshall in Clark County, Illinois, that Robert had been born in North Carolina. Oh, look at that, the sun's rising. Birch had moved with his father and his 2 brothers, John Jr. and Timothy, to Illinois as a child. Oh, his criminal pursuits in the Middle West, or Midwest. The banditti of the prairie. Robert Birch became involved in crime as a teenager, being described by Bonney as suspected of robbery and even of murder ever since he had attained the age of 15. Robert Birch was a close associate of bandit William Fox, as both were considered notorious prairie pirates and longtime members of what were called the banditti of the prairie. Birch was a self-styled Mormon who conveniently used his church membership as a Latter-day Saint to gain protection in Nauvoo, Illinois, when the law was hot on his trail. And then there were alleged criminal connections with John A. Morrell. Robert Birch may have had ties to Tennessee outlaw John A. Morrell and his Mystic Clan. Oh God. Using a number of criminal aliases, including Robert Harris, R. Harris, Harris, a lot of Harrises, Owen, Haynes, Gaines, Thomas Brown, Tom Brown, Robert Bleacher, R.H. Bleacher, but this claim does not hold up to scrutiny, as Birch would have been only 7 years old in 1834 when Morrell was arrested and began serving his 10-year prison sentence. Robert Birch more likely might have had older relatives, such as his father, uncles, or cousins, who were on the Mystic Clan's membership rolls in the U.S. southern states, or were connected to outlaws who were Morrell associates after the demise of Morrell. Many of the members of the future banditti were driven out of the South, and to avoid arrest and execution or death at the hands of regulators, and moved farther north, relocating their criminal activities in the still lawless frontier of the Middle West, mainly in the states of Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. Torture, murder of Colonel Davenport, arrest and escape. Robert Birch, when he was 18 years old, was alleged by James Henry Tevis of being involved in the torture, murder of Colonel George Davenport. Sorry, you all, I was channeling my inner Igor Karkaroff from Harry Potter when he goes, torture of the long bottoms. Sorry, I'm geeking out right now. Just kidding. Just kidding. Let's move on, shall we? At his home on July the 4th, 1845, oh wow, on America's birthday out of all places, Robert Birch was one of several members later identified by Edward Bonney, who had infiltrated the gang as a bogus counterfeiter. Ironically, 3 years earlier, Bonney had been arrested and charged with counterfeiting in Indiana, but escaped before his conviction. Birch was soon apprehended, in part to information from Bonney, and he soon agreed to testify against the others in exchange for a reduced sentence. Granville Young and brothers, John and Aaron Long, were later executed for the murder. After several court delays, Robert Birch broke out of jail through outside help or bribery in Knoxville, Illinois, on March the 22nd, 1847. honest pursuits in New Mexico Territory. Today, the state of New Mexico. The New Mexico gold rush was quite a big thing, as we'll find out, disappearing into the frontier of the Midwest states. Well, of the Midwest United States. Robert Birch resurfaced almost a decade later, a reformed, honest man and associate of Jacob Snively, founder of Arizona's first gold rush boom town, Gila City, and became the first postmaster on December the 24th, 1858. 2 years later, Birch followed Snively and James W. Hicks to the New Mexico Territory. I had to get up and let the cat in. To the New Mexico Territory, where they discovered gold deposits on Bear Creek. A mining camp soon sprang up around the claim on the site of what is today the ghost town of Pinos Altos and was originally named Birchville in his honor. Oh, the American Civil War Service. A Confederate. When the Confederate Army invaded the territory of the New Mexico at the start of the American Civil War, they created the Confederate Territory of Arizona. Robert Birch, possibly because of his Southern family leanings, volunteered for military service. He initially served with Company A, Arizona Rogers, under 2nd Lieutenant James Henry Tevis. However, according to Tevis, Birch asked to be transferred to Colonel John Salmon Ford's 2nd Texas Cavalry on the Rio Grande. Death. Robert Birch died a free man from the law in 1866, probably after the end of the Civil War, in Arizona Territory, present day, the state of Arizona. That is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you like, feel free to like, subscribe, share, ring the bell for notifications, and leave a comment in the comments section down below. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to run away again, this time from the Confederacy and the Union and a dude I accidentally called Colton Harris Moose. It's actually more, but yeah, I think he's joined the Union. I can hear William Sherman. Oh my God, he's gonna burn my house down and shave my head bald. I better run. could be a Confederate trap. I'm going around it. Oh no. I see a sunken ship. Ooh. That means that can only mean one thing. Alabama's nearby. Oh god. The CSS Alabama. Or the Virginia. Oh god. Oh wait, I can outrun CSS Virginia. She's a slow iron climb. Not Alabama. Oh god. Am I in the Bahamas? I am safe. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Wait. I was in the Bahamas. I was in Florida. I could have been safe then. A village! Oh yeah! Yeah, I'll be safe. Ah, a village! Yes. Ah. Yes. I gotta go to that village. Ah. These people in the Bahamas are sure nice folk. Oh, beautiful town. Yes. No one will recognize me here. I'm not wearing any thing that identifies me. Ooh, good. Some food. Oh, that's sugar cane. What was that? I'll call this little cabin my... Oh, shit. Someone's in there. How about this one? Dang it, there's people in these homes. Well, I guess I'll just call this little thing my home. Goodbye, everyone. See you next Monday.